times take change, so must we. That the new time requires new response to new challenges.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Glad to be with you once again on the program as we answer the call. I am Rashida Abubakar, your regular host. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, has identified the role of stakeholders as crucial towards the efficient implementation of the Commission's policies and by extension Hajj operations. And so, in line with this, NAHCON management is not relenting in efforts to engage stakeholders in all aspects of Hajj administration. The idea is to forge partnership and solicit for support. Tonight on the program, we shall take you through the recent engagement of management staff of the commissions, which took them to Lagos State Government House and the head office of the NDLEA. Details of this visit will come your way shortly in our Spotlight segment. Also in the package, we have our regular segments, such as the NAHCON News Diary, Making the Heart, and the quiz. Stay tuned for these and more.
Every Muslim is a potential pilgrim. To make the Hajj possible for the Ummah, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, is running a Hajj saving scheme through Jaiz Bank. The scheme allows depositors to gradually save for the Hajj over a period of time. Registration into the Hajj saving scheme is ongoing for all Muslims. Muslims wishing to perform Hajj can be enrolled into the scheme through the following outlets: NAHCON offices across the country, state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, any branch of Jaiz Bank in the country. Enrollment can also be done directly by logging into dedicated sites for the scheme. Let's participate and support the Hajj saving scheme for better Hajj services.
Thank you for staying with us. Let's begin the program with the news diary as presented from our studio. On Thursday, the 17th of February 2022, officials of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, were at the FCT Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board to commence the inspection of facilities. The exercise is a requirement set by NAHCON for the issuance of license to state pilgrims welfare boards, agencies and commissions, as well as tour operators. This will determine whether or not they are ready to handle Hajj or Umrah operations. Head of NAHCON's unit in charge of tour operators, Ahmed Muhammad Shira, led the inspection tour of the FCT facilities. They were taken round by the director of the FCT Pilgrims Board, Muhammad Nasir Malam. The inspection is a routine exercise carried out by NAHCON once every 2 years.
So it's a mandate given to the commission.
NAHCON Commissioner of Operations, Alhaji Abdullahi Magaji Hardawa, provides an insight.
We go to their premises, inspect the offices, the facilities available, and the quality of personnel they have, vis-a-vis the kind of activities they wish to undertake. So we have to assure ourselves, yes, everything is in order before we issue them the license. All right? Likewise, the states, we go there, inspect their premises, the facilities they have, the personnel they have, the curriculum vitae of their management staff, and all this to assure ourselves, yes, these people can indeed do the business.
The inspection team is expected to carry out similar exercise in states. Meanwhile, Ogun State government says it will continue to harness necessary human and material resources for the well-being of its intending pilgrims. The Executive Secretary of the State Pilgrims Welfare Board, Alhaji Dauda Salau, stated this in Abeokuta recently during a courtesy call on the management of Ogun State Primary Health Care Development Board. Alhaji Dauda pleaded with the board to assist in enlightening pilgrims about COVID-19 protocols and vaccination when the 2022 Hajj exercise commences. Responding, the Executive Secretary of the Primary Healthcare Board, Dr. Elijah Ogunshola, gave the assurance that all intending pilgrims will be vaccinated in line with international requirements. In other news, Oyo State Pilgrims Welfare Board has organized a special prayer session seeking Allah's intervention to bring an end to COVID-19 pandemic and other global crises. The prayer was offered at the board's mosque in Ibadan on Thursday, the 17th of February 2022. Speaking at the event, the chairman of the board, Professor Said Malik, said the prayer was in response to the call by the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, on all state pilgrims board to seek Allah's intervention to make it possible for Hajj exercise to stabilize. Ulama from various Jumat mosques across the state and the board officials participated in the special prayer session. Alhamdulillah, you are still watching as you answer the call, a public enlightenment presentation that keeps you abreast of the activities of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, and other Hajj-related matters. Carrying stakeholders along is a practice NAHCON takes seriously. Doing so affords the Commission and the stakeholders the opportunity to share ideas, forge partnership, and undertake tasks that are mutually beneficial. In our next segment, Spotlight, we take a look at the nature of the relationship between NAHCON and its stakeholders. Stay tuned.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك.
Hajj management and administration is a multifaceted affair requiring contribution and support from all relevant stakeholders to be successful. The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria is not unmindful of this fact and is working with stakeholders to achieve its goals. Advocacy is very central to the attainment of this objective, and this is the reason why the management of the Commission, led by its chairman, is reaching out to critical stakeholders such as governors and traditional rulers across the country. The recent one was the visit to Lagos State Government House. NAHCON chairman Alhaji Zikullah Kule Hassan and his entourage were welcomed to Lagos Government House by the State Deputy Governor Dr. Femi Hamzat. While appreciating the government for the reception, the NAHCON chairman informed the Deputy Governor about the major reasons for the visit.
To give us the nod to continue this process of PPP. We will not go against the law of the land. We will not do anything without complying with all the rules and regulations. But we just still want the government to support, to say, go ahead, we shall support you. The aim will be eventually that the people and the Muslim of Lagos State, in the Southwest, will know they have an edifice in that place.
Responding, the Lagos State Deputy Governor Dr. Femi Hamzat expressed happiness with the visit, saying the Lagos State government will support NAHCON in its quest to develop its landed property in the state.
I'm happy that the land is there, and had we spoken on the phone, the Permanent Secretary Lance Guru will have been here, so that at least he can understand our challenge. So the question that I have is, so do we have the the survey of that 3 hectares of land? So if we have it, I think working with the General Commissioner, they should take that up so that quickly we can process the CFO for you. And so again, whatever you want to build, give him the design and everything. So I think we should just use the ministry as your contact so that you don't have to be coming from Abuja.
He called on NAHCON to ensure that the Hajj savings scheme thrives.
I think we need to make Hajj easier for our Muslim brothers and sisters. Because I think the essence is to actually allow people to have a seamless Hajj without becoming beggars. So if it's enough to actually take people to Hajj, do their Hajj successfully, do everything. I think so. As a suggestion, it would be important to make sure that we plow back that into the same so that people can actually go to Hajj, which is the essence of setting it up.
Highlight of the visit was a presentation of gift to NAHCON chairman by the deputy governor. Still in Lagos, the NAHCON management met with the State Commissioner for Home Affairs, Prince Anafiu Olarewaju Elugushi, whose office supervises the State Pilgrims Welfare Board. NAHCON chairman Alhaji Zikunla Hassan solicited more support for the Hajj savings scheme.
I must tell you that there's one state that has shown absolute and unconditional support, and that's Kogi State. They prove it by enrolling all the pilgrims in Kogi State into the Hajj savings scheme. Like I did tell His Excellency, when we will distribute dividends soon, because Hajj savings scheme is a partnership of the pilgrims, the State Pilgrims Welfare Board, and the National Hajj Commission, and finally the Jaiz Bank. The most important of the four people is the pilgrims. They get the highest dividend.
Alhaji Zikunla further stressed the importance of the Hajj savings scheme in making Hajj affordable.
If we do not use ingenious means, Hajj will continue to be on the rise. If we do not have means of reducing it, it will continue to be on. For instance, the last Hajj was conducted on $306 to $1. Of course, you are aware of what dollar is now. If you don't have means to cushion the effect of the rise, a time will come that only the very rich, now only the rich can go to Hajj, but only the very, very rich will be able to go to Hajj. Because Hajj is 97% determined by dollar rate, 97%. The flight, the accommodation both in Makkah and Medina, the food, the payment of the tent, even your ihram.
On the Hajj Institute of Nigeria, the chairman said it is designed to educate officials on the basics and dynamics of Hajj management.
All those processes, muassasa, the transportation. Now, as you know, visa process, you do it in your bedroom. All those ones, particularly for the tour operator, that Hajj is easy to lose. Many people don't know it. So many people have gone bankrupt because of it. So all these things are what we want to teach in the Hajj Institute. Of course, with the knowledge of rituals of Hajj too.
While expressing hope for the 2022 Hajj for international pilgrims, the chairman said he is also optimistic Nigeria will be allowed to travel for the Umrah. The permanent secretary of the ministry speaks on its behalf.
We want to thank you for counting us worthy to be visited. I want to thank Allah for making your journey to be peaceful and for the success that you have recorded.
Screenings and everything is finished.
That is Dr. Gafar Babatunde, the Southwest Zonal Coordinator of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, guiding the Commission's officials during the inspection of its facilities in Lagos, including projects executed with funds from the Hajj Development Levy. NAHCON Commissioner of Planning, Research, Statistics, Information and Library Services, Sheikh Suleiman Momo, explains more.
This landed property was acquired by previous leadership of the Hajj affairs in Nigeria during that time when Hajj activities or Hajj affair was under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Precisely around 1975 was when the property was acquired, and we are given that it was, because at the time it was acquired, it was for the Muslim Ummah. It was over 30 hectares, but encroachment over the years has reduced it to only 3 hectares, which we, as the existing board, now inherited, and we are trying to do everything possible to protect it and make the very best use of it so that it will turn out to be an income-generating property to NAHCON.
The Commissioner said plans have reached advanced stage for the commencement of work on the property.
And what we intend to do is all the properties you see here are earmarked for grounding. We are going to reduce them to squabbles, rubbles, and then we will spring up a new structure in the form of terrace.
Officers and men of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) have over the years played a critical role in ensuring that people do not take advantage of the Hajj exercise to peddle illicit drugs. The NDLEA carries out this assignment in collaboration with the NAHCON. In an effort to strengthen the partnership, the leadership of NAHCON visited the headquarters of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Abuja. This was on Tuesday, the 15th of February 2022. Chairman of the agency, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, welcomed the NAHCON officials led by Alhaji Zikunla Kulle Hassan.
The NDLEA and the Hajj Commission has been in partnership. By partnership, I mean for every enlightening program we do in different states, we are aware that there's a need for NDLEA to particularly educate potential problems, because in Saudi Arabia, we need to remind them that once you are caught with drug, there's likelihood that you are going to lose your life. So every time we are near Hajj season, NDLEA across the state always get involved in this enlightening program. We are confident, sir, that if Allah permits us to do Hajj this year, NDLEA staff across the state will also be available to continue this kind of enlightenment.
The NAHCON boss pushed for more security checks at the various departure centers across the country. The NDLEA chairman pledged to provide more support to the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria (NAHCON), saying that the agency and NAHCON will continue to work harmoniously for better Hajj and Umrah operations.
I would like to give you the assurances that we are there for the Hajj Commission fully. Once the time comes, we want to be involved at the state level, the camps, and please remember to put us into the Hajj itself so that the monitoring continues all the way. We are prepared to give the lectures, the appropriate education. Happily, the NDLEA now, under our tenure, is working with the drug institutes like our own in Saudi. They had a very important case that they are pursuing, and they actually came here to this office. They presented it, and through the grace of Allah, we resolved it.
Brigadier Marwa further said that the NDLEA is reaching out to the grassroots with its awareness campaign in line with federal government's directive.
The president in June last year launched War Against Drug Abuse, WADA. The purpose is to sensitize all Nigerians to be aware that drug is bad for us, for our society, for our families, and to stay away from it, for us to capture the spirit of fighting against drug prevalence.
Highlight of the visit was the decoration of NAHCON chairman with NDLEA emblem as an ambassador of war against illicit drugs. Consistent with its policy, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has over the years been consulting and engaging with stakeholders in the Hajj and Umrah industry. The stakeholders include the ulama, governors, traditional rulers, and many more. The idea is to enlist their support for efficient Hajj management and administration, as well as better service delivery to pilgrims.
MashaAllah, the program is As You Answer the Call. Coming up next is Making the Hajj.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك لبيك لبيك.
Performing tawaf or going round the Kaaba 7 times is a major pillar of Hajj and Umrah. How is tawaf performed? When is it to perform it? What are the different types of tawaf?
This tawaf is the tawaf that we are going to do.
On making the Hajj tonight, Imam Zikrullah Ibrahim answers these and other questions.
Or we call it circumambulation of Kaaba. Is one of the great acts of worship in Islam, and also is one of the visible symbols of Islam. Tawaf was prescribed since when Kaaba was built. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, Suratul Baqarah, Ayah 125. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وعدنا إلى إبراهيم وإسماعيل أن طهر بيتي للطائفين والعاكفين وركع السجود. The meaning: we commanded Ibrahim and Ismail to purify my house for those who will come there for circumambulation, standing there, staying there at Itikaf, bow there, and prostrating there in worship.
What is the underlying reason for referring to tawaf as a pillar of Hajj and Umrah?
When we say something is a pillar in Islam, that means in the absence of it in that particular worship make that worship invalid. This is what we mean pillar.
There are different types of tawaf. They are Tawaful Qudum, Tawaful Umrah, Tawaful Wida, Tawaful Nawafil, and Tawaful Tahiyya. Associated with the Hajj is Tawaful Ifada. This type of tawaf is also known as Tawaful Ziyarah, Tawaful Hajj, Tawaful Fard, or Tawaful Rukn.
Tawaful Ifada. This tawaf is one of the pillar of Hajj. As we discussed before, when we say pillar, that means the absence of it make the Hajj invalid. So this tawaf is the tawaf that we are going to do after coming from Arafah, the second day, the Yawm al-Eid, the day of Eid. Then we go to Kaaba. After this is what we call Tawaful Ifada.
Tawaful Wida is performed when pilgrims must have completed all the rites of Hajj and about to leave for their various countries.
Tawaful Wada is when the pilgrims is ready to go home after all the activities of Hajj and is ready to go home. That is when he has to go to Kaaba and perform this tawaf, another 7 rounds, 7 circuits.
When a person makes a vow to Allah to perform tawaf, that tawaf is called Tawaful Nuzur. Tawaf can also be performed as a nawafil, and Tawaful Qudum is performed when pilgrims arrive Mecca, or specifically the Kaaba. Tawaf can be performed any time of the day.
Alhamdulillah. Up next is the quiz.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Welcome to the quiz segment. The question in the last episode was, what hard landmarks did the Prophet ﷺ describe as the 2 jewels of paradise? The correct answer is Hajar Aswad and Muqamu Ibrahim. The winner is Wasila Ya'u from Kaduna State. She provided the answer ahead of others. Wasila Ya'u will be contacted on how NAHCON will reach her with the prize she won. A quiz winner will get 25,000 Naira cash prize. This is part of NAHCON's effort in social investment in Nigeria. Now to the quiz for this week, and the question is, name the famous mosque located in Mina. Again, name the famous mosque located in Mina. Text your answer to the number showing on your screen. The winner will be the first person whose correct answer is received. All answers should carry the name and location of sender. Good luck and happy viewing. Once again, good luck to you. Before we round off the program, we take some messages from our viewers, including questions seeking clarification.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك.
Zainab Adamu from Kano State sent in the first message. It reads, Assalamu alaikum. I just want to confirm that I have received my quiz prize from NAHCON. I will use it to impact on the life of others, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khairan. The second message was sent from GSM number 0703 455 2838. It contains this prayer. May Allah be with you all for making this program possible. Just like Zainab Adamu, we would like to hear from any quiz winner who has received his or her prize. Also, viewers seeking clarification or have questions to ask on any matter relating to Hajj or Umrah management and operations can do so through this program. Relevant officers will be contacted to respond appropriately. We also welcome your messages, comments, observations, and questions through our mobile number and other social media platforms. Bye for now.
لبيك لبيك اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك 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 اللهم لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك